who a father is. And tonight I am here to challenge all fathers. Tonight is just challenging. I'm thinking of having another session on Sunday night. I want to have another session on Sunday night, or Secure International Father's Day, so that we're able to get another angle of fatherhood. So tonight, I want to challenge us, that I know that you may have come from where you don't have a good example of fatherhood. Maybe, and it is realistic. Sometimes our fathers were not good examples of fatherhood. And you are tempted, you are tempted to follow examples of your father who was very high-handed, who was always very cruel, who was very abusive. No, you don't have to go that way. There is always a way that we can be better, we can grow, we can fight this battle of fatherhood, and we can bring a legacy that was not there. Wanaume wote, tonight, I am with you. And please, I want to talk about some things that are tough, some things that hit me, some things that will hit you. But you know what? As much as you're not married, or you're married, or you are a lady, because you may be the person who can help your husband or that man to be the best father that will build a legacy that will reign forever. Thank you so much. Number one, I want to talk about the first father, an example of a father that we can learn from. And this is Abraham. Abraham is the father of faith. And we all know, we all connect with Abraham. And I tell you, Abraham, so many people, in fact, all faith, Judaism connects with Abraham. You know, when you talk about Islam, connect with Abraham. Christians, we connect with Abraham. So please, Christians, don't think that Abraham, you are the only one who connects with Abraham. Abraham connects with many people. Yeah? So Jews, Hebrews connect with Abraham. So Israelites and the Hebrews and Judaism as a religion, they connect with Abraham. So Islamic people, they also claim Abraham. And yes, they've come from the branch that comes from Abraham. And even as Christians, we come from Abraham. And Abraham is the father of it. I read about Abraham and I can learn so many things. And there are so many things we can learn from Abraham. I will not read, but I want you to quote. Those who are there, please write these verses chini so that you can go through them badai. Romans chapter 4, verse 17 to verse 21. Romans chapter 4, verse 17 to 21. Please write it there. If you can even paste it there, paste it up so that we can learn. And also, I cross-reference it with Genesis 18:19. And I'm talking about faith. And one thing that I learned from Abraham is that Abraham lived a public life. His faith was very visible. And you know, when I read this, and I realize that, you know what? I realize that for us to, as fathers, to win the battle of fatherhood, this battle that is worth winning, first of all, our faith must be public. What do you believe in? As a young man, is there something that you believe in? Or you're just there? I ask myself, what do I believe in? So his faith was lived out in the open. His household saw his faith. When God talked to him and he told them that God has spoken to me, we have to change. We have to get out of where we are and get to the land that God himself has said. He lived his faith publicly. His household saw his faith. Lot, the cousin or who, saw his faith. His servants saw his faith. He obeyed God, and he obeyed God publicly. If you're a father and you're here, if you're a husband and you are here, if you're a young man and you are here, and I'm here challenging you, how public are you with faith, with your convictions? Because there are some men, hatuna convictions, there is nothing that we believe in. See, tuko tu, upepo huko na huko. We are kicked there. When it comes to morality, hatuna boundaries. Kama ni pombe, tunakunywa. Church, tunaenda kidogo. Yani, we are everywhere and there is no specific conviction that we show. If you're a husband, who is listening to me, who is watching me, and you cannot lead your wife, you cannot lead your children into the faith publicly, you cannot take your children, go with them to church, then this battle of fatherhood will be slippery on your side. And many of our fathers have not done well because of the slippery nature that they went through, because they didn't have a public and visible faith. If you're a husband like me, let your faith be visible. Let your faith be visible. At home, let your faith be visible. Lazima, your faith must be visible. Kindly, your faith must be visible. Are we together? Your faith must be visible. Somebody right there. Your faith must be visible. Yeah, must be visible in lazim. Otherwise, we will not claim the legacy that Abraham had. We all connect that God with faith. Abraham won, I must also win. Gentlemen, I am here to challenge you that we will not win this battle if we cannot be public with our faith, with our convictions about what God has put in us. We must pray. We must pray. In our houses, we must pray. Our children must hear us pray. Our children must see us soak, must see us go down, and they know that our Father believes in God. For us to get any blessings from Abraham, Abrahamic blessings only come when we are public with our faith. I'm talking about the battle, the legacy of a father. I know, you never saw your father pray. I know your father never went to church. In fact, he doesn't go to church. But then, must you be like him? The battle that I'm talking about is the battle of fatherhood, the legacy of fatherhood. Like Abraham, that we all claim, three faiths, three faiths. We all claim Abraham, but the legacy of Abraham can only come when we are public with what we believe in. Your wife must see. You must lead your wife. Tukiwaacha ati when you want to lead. Wanaume, you must be able to be visible with what you believe. This is a leadership that we must take. Spiritual leadership, faith leadership. I'm here to challenge you. You got a girlfriend, you got a fiancé. As a man, I'm here to challenge you. You must arise and take the faith leadership. Faith leadership. Lead her to church. Lead her to pray. Lead her to worship. Lead her to grow. Faith leadership. This is where we win the legacy of fatherhood, the battle that we must win. Men, where are you? We miss in the place of prayer. Men, where are you? We miss in the place of the church, in the place of the fellowship. Where are we, men? In the place of worship. We miss public and visible faith. Brethren, I continue to learn about this. I don't claim I've won it, but you know what? My children know I'm born again. I pray for them. When anyone is sick, in fact, their mother intentionally tells them, go to your daddy to pray for you. I do pray for them. I hold them and I pray. I speak blessing. May people see. Let that lady see. My good ladies, if you can see that man obey into believing God, challenges you to grow and become better in your faith and publicly. He is not afraid to lead you publicly in faith. That is a father. That is a man. Another thing from Abraham, very fast. Another thing that I learned from Abraham is this. Is that he won battles. He won battles over his own struggles. Abraham had struggles. And I know we have struggles. Men, we have struggles. I do have my struggles. Yeah. Struggles are there. But let me tell you that Abraham stood. He was promised a son. He was promised that I will make you a bigger your descendants will be numerous as the sand on the seashore and like the stars on the sky. But let me tell you, the promise delayed. The promise that was given him